All right,
I'm about.
so Jordan, you sneak away from the Naiad's
Oh,
bargain.
very specifically, I leave my dulcimer
Oh,
because
because you're
I.
being tracked.
Yes,
Very
yes.
smart.
I will. I think I can cast invisibility with it before I leave it, perhaps.
Yeah, you should be able to do that.
Okay, I'll cast invisibility with it. I leave it in the room and sneak out. I'm sure Mar will notice me sneaking, but I don't know. Maybe if I
Um,
cast invisibility.
Maybe. Wait, so go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage.
That wasn't good. Okay, 16. She probably notices.
Okay. So whether she does or not,
Yes.
Jordan, you sneak out of the Naiad's bargain. At this hour of the night, the downstairs area is fairly dead. There's like a beginner bard guy in the back who's doing stand-up comedy.
Oh
And there's
God.
like three people who are listening and they're all asleep.
Nice.
And Nairoy's just sitting behind the bar, like writing in his journal. Um, but you sneak out the front door, and then
Can I see what he's writing?
yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm curious. I got a 16.
16. He rolled a natural one on perception, so he doesn't hear your footsteps approaching. Because he's into what he's writing.
Yeah.
He is in the midst of a page of text. Looks like as he described, a short story of some kind. And just kind of glancing at it, it's a little like raunchy. Like it's like this like heated moment between two individuals where they're like, you can tell that they're like arguing at the beginning of the page, but by the bottom of the second page they're like in each other's arms, and like there's like no, we can't, mother will never allow it, and that's as far as that page goes.
It's like one of those like Jordan will remember this for later.
Yes.
And then
You just walk up to
I'll,
Naira later. No, mother will never allow it.
I'm gonna drop it on them for sure.
uh,
All right, I'm like noted,
all right.
noted, and then I'll head out.
All right, so you go out into the streets, and there's the sound of, even at this late hour, the sound of revelry, because the theater district never sleeps.
Yep.
And you make your way through the streets to the kind of the oldest part of the theater district, where the buildings are a little bit more rundown, a little bit more ramshackle, and you come to the public house, which was probably the place where Jordan was ever first introduced to the concept of Vox Populi.
Mm-hmm.
And you enter in, and there's an immediate moment where there's 10 or 15 people in here even at this late hour, and they've got cups and they're talking, and there's that hushed whisper, and then the door opens and they all kind of look in your direction, and then they quietly go back to what they're doing, and the din of volume drops with your presence. But you're now inside the public house.
Do I know who's like the person in charge here? I think you told me I knew.
Yeah, so you're looking for Esper Wynn.
Okay, Esper. Do I see them here?
Just kind of doing a cursory glance around the room, you do not see them. You know that they are fire genasi, so you're looking for somebody with that
Sure.
flaming hair, that overall kind of fire genasi appearance, and you do not see them in the main room. But you also know that there is a back room where Vox Populi had a lot of their kind of meetings or things like that.
Yeah, I'll roll up to someone who seems like they're maybe in the know. I mean, I'm assuming these are all Vox Populi people.
Yeah, I think for the most part they're either Vox Populi or Vox Populi adjacent. There's a chance that some of them might be rogues,
Okay.
but for the most
I'll
part
roll
they're
up to
there.
just like a table that has like a few people, and then I'll just go up to them and be like, "Hey, I've got some really important intel from Feldspar. I need the back room."
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Nice.
I just threw my dice across the room.
Yeah. I got a 16, which is pretty low for me. Pretty low for me.
So one of them kind of looks up at you. It's kind of an older woman, salt and pepper, gray hair, gray and black hair, pulled back into a loose ponytail at the base of her neck, and she kind of just looks up and she goes, Esper's in the back if you know the password.
Do I know what it is anymore?
You can try your old password, Sam.
I'll try my old password and see if
Okay.
that works.
So they kind of just nod again in the back direction, and you do see somebody by the back door who's kind of guarding it a little bit, and then they go back to their cups.
Okay, I nod thanks and I roll back there.
All right. The guard at the door holds out his hand.
Am I supposed to? Is there like a certain thing I'm supposed to do, or?
So the one that you remember, like the typical one that is universal for Vox Populi is like the idea of like Vox Populi never forgets, or just we never forget. So you can try that one if you would like to go with that.
I'll try that.
Okay. He kind of looks at you and then looks down and then back up. And then he walks into the door and closes it behind him. And he's just kind of standing there for a moment, like, I don't know if this worked or not. Okay. And then like an uncomfortable amount of time passes. And then he opens the door back up and he signs to you because he cannot speak. And then opens the door and directs you inside.
Okay, cool. I go in.
Yep, you enter, and this room has a large table that has, it looks like somebody has hastily gathered together papers and kind of put them off to the side and put something over the top of them, like with some seats around it. And then at the back there is a desk, and sitting behind the desk you see reddish skin, kind of darkening towards towards her core, and then at the ends of her hands, but this fiery reddish skin, and then her hair is this long, or her hair is this long mane that's kind of black at the root, and then as it gets towards the tip, it turns into almost living flame. It's gently kind of rising and falling around her shoulders, and they kind of look up in your direction. You must be Juridan, then.
That would be me.
I've heard so many things about you from Iris.
Oh, really? Cool. Like, good things, I hope.
Well, we shall see.
Yeah.
Have a seat. And they reference a chair across from them.
I quickly go over to it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any word from her lately?
The normal communications from the Rift. However, most recent one slightly disrupted due to their absconding from the Rift thanks to the Crown's infiltration. Last I heard, they were in a much hotter place.
Yes, definitely. I have some things to report and some assistance I may need.
Of course.
So I will tell them about Feldspar, and I'm going to tell them what happened to Feldspar. But the thing is, I'm not going to tell them that Yorian was trying to split off and do his own thing.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to tell her all the intel, Yorian was working under the Bolton thing, and that he got compromised, essentially. So that's, I explain all that stuff, and that if you need me to roll deception because I'm purposely leaving those parts out.
Yes, go ahead.
I can definitely do that. I rolled a 17.
Okay. You finish your story, and she kind of leans back in her chair and then looks at you. I believe you left out the most interesting part.
Yeah. He was trying to, and I, explained that he was trying to go off and he was trying to do his Yorian thing. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Quite.
But he got taken in. I tried to help as much as I could, but it wasn't enough.
I was wondering why communication from Feldspar had ceased.
Yeah, he was compromised. I tried to take him out of there, but they overpowered us. They're too fast.
So
And I revealed my identity to hopefully help him.
Right. Your patrician identity.
Yes.
What became of the Quicksilver?
To my knowledge, the Crown reobtained it. They're in possession of the ship that has it.
Interesting.
I tell them where it is.
So Yorian's plan then is no more.
I know he had other people under him, but I'm not sure to what extent it was.
She kind of looks down for a moment, and then, what did you think of Yorian's plan?
In truth, it's not how I would go about such a thing. I don't wish for the Crown to have that much Quicksilver at their disposal, but I don't think it should be used in that way.
Why not?
I think that amount of resource we could use much more beneficial ways. You know, it should be used to I don't know, do something more positive, I think, than destructive.
I see. You are a child of Iris, then?
Yes.
Interesting.
But I want to make it very clear that Yorin is very close to me. And if there's anything, I am called to trial tomorrow. And if there's anything I can do to help him, I want to do that.
Unfortunately, if you're called to the trial, the best thing you can do is help yourself. You will be under a zone of truth.
I won't speak anything of Vox Populi.
Was Bolton aware that Vox Populi was something that existed?
I think he unfortunately became aware of it.
Then that
Or
may
at
be
least-
a question that you have to answer.
I will refuse to answer, and that would be my instinct, but I don't know if there's anything I can do past that.
There are ways around a zone of truth. As long as what you're saying is not a lie, you could potentially answer questions in a way that does not incriminate yourself or reveal the true extent of Vox Populi's network. As low as you are in the pecking order, you don't know enough to fully damage our work.
If he does get arrested for treason, do we have a way to help save him? I don't care if it's not. I mean, I don't care if it's above the law.
I believe Yorian knew what he was getting into when he signed up for this mission.
So we just let him be killed if it comes to that?
Oh, I don't think that they will kill him. The Curie Regis are loath to bloody their hands. Now, may he spend some time in jail, yes. But I do not think that his life is at risk.
Okay,
And
that is a relief.
Quite powerful to have somebody as subversive as Yorian in the stockade. Imagine all of the people he could reach and turn to our cause.
I think that is a good point, and if anyone can do it, it's definitely Yorian.
It would have been a much more interesting end to the week had he been successful. Oh,
Well, thank
hey,
you.
it would.
Hello. He says hi. Brought me macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese.
Hey.
They say it would have been a much more interesting end to the week with the proper amount of fireworks, don't you think?
I must admit, there is some part of me that would have liked to see it, but I think the way it turned out was for the better.
Well, with Iris so far away, those ideas may not hold as strongly as they used to.
I know some feel that way. As you said, I'm a child of Iris.
Of course. There are so few of them left.
Yeah, seems a new way is coming.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, maybe I should leave now. Maybe I should go. It's awkwardly like, okay, well, do you need anything else from me, or?
Just if I were to call on you, could I depend on you?
Vox Populi means the world to me. But if its heart doesn't align with what I think is right anymore, I'm not sure if I can follow that. But if it does, and your ideals are similar, I will use my powers as a patricianer's child to help.
Make an insight check.
Ooh. 17.
The moment you mention my power as a patricianer's child, just revolting look just crosses across their face for a moment. That may be more of a liability than a boon.
I feel most would feel that way about me. So maybe it's better if I resign officially.
Well, you would need to hand that resignation into Iris herself, since she's the one who brought you in. Whenever you see her, send her my regards.
I shall.
In fact, and she kind of reaches into her desk and pulls out a satchel. Pass this on to her when you see her.
All right. And I'll take it. Satchel.
Yep. Simple brown leather satchel with a black cord, and it has a an emblem on it of like a phoenix feather.
All right. I will take my awkward leave of this place very, very quickly.
Yeah, she nods as you exit, and then you enter back into the main space, and you leave.
So fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a sending to Iris while I'm walking back.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send to her and tell her that Vox Populi and Alyria radicalized. Don't trust them. And then Esper gave me something, not sure if it's safe. And that'll be the message.
Okay. Even at this late hour, you know that Iris is not one to sleep much. And there's a moment that passes, and then the response comes back. Thank you for all you've done, Juri. Safe in the oasis, far from meddling, fiery ones. Esper, I see, is up to her old tricks. It's probably not safe, but bring it anyway. Stay safe.
Just crying. I'm not invisible anymore for sure.
No,
I'm
yeah.
crying as I walk back.
Yeah. You can make an Arcana check on the bag if you would like to.
I do want to make that. Because what the fuck? And I would open it, of course.
You can't.
Oh, I can't? What the fuck?
You try to open it and it does not move.
This bitch. I got an 18.
So the reason why you can't open it is you can tell that it is arcanely locked.
I know Abel can unlock arcane locks, right?
He absolutely can.
Okay, I will ask him about this. Well, good thing.
Yeah, it's difficult to. You can't tell what's on the inside, but you can tell that the bag itself has been locked.
Probably pretty dangerous to open, but I will try it maybe at some point. Well, that was disappointing.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. But Urian's not gonna die.
No. And you know enough that like Yorian got his start in the Anervir sect of Vox Populi.
Yeah.
And
So it makes sense that
yeah.
this is kind of the mind frame of all of it.
He was always much closer to Esper than he was to Iris.
Yeah, and last time I saw Esper and Iris, they were not getting along necessarily.
No, there was very tense conversations happening in the Rift. About 6 or 7 months ago.
Yep. Well, I roll back into the bar. And is Nairoy still there?
So the comedy show has ended by this point, and the the 3 patrons that were asleep at the back have been either gone up to their rooms or have left the bar. And Nairoy is he's wiping down tables at the back.
I like go up to him like, can I please get a drink? Just one, just really fast.
Sure. I thought you were upstairs. I'm sorry, I missed you.
I was invisible.
Right, of course. He goes in, pours you a Alyrian mule, and
yeah, that is what I drink.
Puts it off. And like as he's passing the copper mug to you, you see him kind of cast a spell, and this chilly ice forms on the side of the mug as he cools down the drink. Getting better at that one.
Yeah, you really nailed it.
Finally. Yeah.
Practicing. Nice.
Yes.
Practicing writing too?
Well, dabbling here and there. It's kind of hard with the that comedy routine.
That was awful.
So bad. It's it's really hard to write something dramatic and exciting when you've got like that happening in the background.
It seemed pretty exciting. I may have had a preview when I was walking out.
He immediately like purple like on his cheeks. Like you were looking. Did you look at my journal?
Yeah.
But no, it's not finished. It's not finished work. Like it's not. It's bad. It's so bad.
I got this like curiosity thing. If someone's doing something, I have to know. So I
have to burn it now. I have to burn the whole thing.
No, don't burn it. It's fine. I'm sure it seemed cool. I mean, I don't read much of that stuff, but
his eyes get really wide. He's like, no, I swear, I don't normally write. I don't normally write that kind of work. I'm just dabbling in different things.
Yeah, I really like the
to try to find my voice. I
really like the part where they were like, no, we shouldn't.
No. I swear.
I'm sorry. I have to give you a hard time about it.
Yes, well, I see. And he like promptly like takes 2 pages out of the journal and rips them up and like throws them away.
No, you shouldn't.
No, it's not. It was obviously terrible. It's
It's fine.
And besides, who can't write a saucy romance anyway? They're a dime a dozen down at the bookstore on the corner. So.
Well, I mean that's because they're popular. That means they're worth writing, I suppose.
Yes, well, and he kind of like looks behind him, and there's like a stack of books. He's like, "Oh, I've been doing a little research." So.
Oh yeah, what is that one on top?
Oh, this one, and he grabs it and he kind of pulls it over. He's like, "Oh, this one is quite interesting. It's about a young tiefling girl growing up in the Veltland, living in a large mansion on her family property, and the family hires a new farmhand to come and deal with the crops as the father is getting older, and it's quite typical.
Yeah.
A lot of heaving bosoms.
I'll tell you, hiring farmhand, they're never as handsome as they make them out in those books.
Well, I mean, the art on the inside, you'd think that he was the most attractive man.
Well,
and he's just like idly flipping, and you do see like one image of like a hay bale and like like a corseted dress, and just like hair flowing in the wind, and his shirt is open, and it's like, I mean, it's whatever.
Well, seems like some nice reading.
I mean, you can have it if you like.
I'll try it.
Okay.
I haven't.
Yes.
I'll just take. Mara's gonna make fun of me when I bring this back to the room, though.
Yes. It's called Virgin Meadows.
Oh, she's gonna kill me.
Yes.
Great, great.
So you have a copy of Virgin Meadows.
Beautiful.
Yeah. There's a whole selection of them down at the corner store. You can find pretty much anything that tilts your fantasy there, but I don't think romance is. I don't think romance writing is the path for me. Maybe mystery. I'll try mystery next.
Yeah, mystery sounds fun.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
It does mean you have to keep your journal more secret if you're going to get into mystery, though.
That's true. And I'm kind of an open book, so I'm not really. I don't know a lot about being mysterious.
Well, maybe we could swap pointers because I'm trying to do that. I'm the most guarded person I think I know, so.
Well, then I should study you instead of another book, perhaps.
I'd kind of a hot mess, but sure.
Well, he kind of notices that your drink is empty. Do you need another before you go to sleep?
Nope, I have to go on trial tomorrow.
Oh. Did you
Right,
were you bad?
Nope, someone else was bad, and they are my ex best friend. So
Mystery. Yes, of course.
yeah, it's not fun. None of it is fun. Maybe you shouldn't do mystery, actually. It kind of sucks.
Like a crime novel, though. Like like a hard man on the streets solving the mysterious disappearance of a beautiful young man who plays a dulcimer, perhaps.
Why adult? I'm gonna roll insight to see if Juri understands what's going on.
Okay.
Truly. They rolled a 12. I don't.
Let's see how obvious Nairoy's being.
True.
Natural one. I mean, yeah, even with the 12, you can like pick up. He's not good at this, but he is flirtatious. Yeah.
Are you trying to hit on me? Did someone like put you up to this?
What? No, no. I was
Like,
just
are you-
like generally enjoying conversation. I thought it was banter. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Oh, no, it's fine. I don't. It's not bad. It's not. Let me think about that.
All right, because I've like maybe we could get coffee and talk about it sometime.
Oh my god, are you asking me out?
Oh, am I asking you out?
gosh.
I don't know.
I like put both hands on the bar.
Ma said.
Mar told you.
Oh no,
this?
I probably shouldn't have said that.
What do you mean? Why would you say that? I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I told you I'm going on trial tomorrow.
You're not on trial, are you? I thought you were just
know,
no.
but it's like I have so much garbage. I have so many things. I'm like, that happened. I'm like a secret. I'm like the lost child of the Windsors. Like that's me. Like,
you're the paper.
Yes, that's me. Like there is so much garbage. You do not want in on this. I think.
I just for coffee. I just thought you mean like even if there's garbage, right? Like it's just coffee.
Okay, how about you think about what I just told you, and I'm gonna think about this, and we can answer each other tomorrow about this.
Okay. I'm late shifts for the rest of the week, so I won't be back until tomorrow evening. But I mean, perhaps I'll see you. I suppose. I don't know. Are you going to the circus? Like, what are you all? I don't know.
I don't know. We have like an otter, and he does whatever he wants, and he's our leader, I guess. I don't know.
He has tried to sneak out of the bar several times and has been not
God,
very
he's
successful.
so bad at it. He's so bad.
It's quite bad. Even I noticed him, and I don't tend to notice much.
You're saying that, but I didn't realize that this was a thing.
It's because I'm not good at this. I have not. I don't know the last time that I have had a conversation that has led to banter. That
Yeah, it's banter. It's good. Yeah, this is nice. I'll see you tomorrow evening.
You might. And he like turns and like trips over a chair as he's like wiping a table down and just knocks over a table and it clatters to the floor. And he like picks it up slowly. He's like, maybe, hopefully, maybe I'll see you later, Juridan.
Yes, I will see you later. And I like run upstairs. Yep.
Right.
Yep. And I'm sure we'll role play the moment where I like slam the door shut.
Because
I'm like, Mar, what did you do?
I'm gonna tell Mar that they just rolled a 18 plus on their perception for your return. So
I'm being loud on the way in,
Yeah.
so
all right.
great.
So that's where we'll pick up.
I'm so glad that happened because
Yeah.
I was hoping that would happen also. Perfect.
Yeah.
Went exactly as I thought it would.
That's where we'll pick up next session is with Juridan slamming the door as they return.
Yep.
Yep.
That'd be fun.
Yep.
Thank you, Josh, for doing a mini with me.
I don't know if you've made an enemy out of Esperwin.
I know, I think I have, which is scary. I was like, oh no. I was like, can I just quit? And they're like, you're in it now, bitch. And I'm like, oh god.
Roll a final insight check for Juridan.
I was like, I just want to quit like your weirdo extremist faction of it. Oh, I got an 8. Great.
Oh, it probably doesn't even take that much for you to know that Esper is the one who made the plans that Yorian was carrying out.
Oh, shit. Oh, well.
She was not hiding that very much.
That's what I figured, where she's like, so how did the plan work out, though,
bestie? Yeah, the moment she asked about the Quicksilver, like... And not concerned about Yorian.
That's such bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off about it. Anyway, great.
Yeah.
And then can I do one? I want to, if I try... I could do this once I get in the room. Or I could have done this like on the way back. But if I try sending to Yorian, does it go through?
So you expend the spell slot, you send the message.
Yeah. I'm like...
You wait, and you wait,
yeah.
and you wait. And about a minute later. Who did you say you were?
What the fuck? Oh my gosh.
And that's all you got back.
Oh, that's horrific. I hate that.
Because you guys, the Kaimana, good luck getting anything out of Kaimana about his time. And Saurus didn't tell you guys anything about his time in the thing, so... I
feel like me and Mar need to sit them down and just grill them.
Like in the morning, probably.
Yeah, and be like, tell us about everything that happened, guys.
Yeah. But Juridan's about to go into the Lion's Den, and she needs to know they need to know everything that's happened.
Yes.
Like, Saurus hasn't mentioned, like, seeing Yusef talk to mysterious shady dude.
Know.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Juridan's like just staring at Nairoy is like, this is the worst timing someone could ever have with asking someone out ever.
Nairoy doesn't know.
And for some reason it's so endearing. I love that Juridan's just like, what? I'm like the worst person you could ask out. Why would you want to ask me out?
Yeah.
I don't know, you're hot.
Nairoy's just like a bartender dude. He's just like, I'm in my gap year. Like,
I'm just writing romance.
Or I went on a gap year and then I never left my gap year. I'm still here.
It's my summer job.
That has continued to be like, I went to the beach for the summer and then I didn't leave, and now it's the off season and I'm working at this bar and the only people here are grizzled old war veterans. It's like, he's just not.
Please. You're the only hot person that's been here in forever.
Yeah.
It's like 100 horrible, stupid bards.
Yeah.
Like no one else.
Oh yeah, nobody's interesting. And so.
Oh my god, great! Thank you, Josh.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
I'm sad we're not playing this week, but
no, but we'll pick up next week.
Yes.
And then God knows what happens from there.
I know. I'm like, ooh, it'll be fun though.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. All right.
See ya.
Bye.